So wholesaling real estate can actually be a get-rich-quick kind of business, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Stay tuned and I'll explain. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Graylan Stewart. Thanks for joining me today. I am a virtual wholesaler and entrepreneur, and my whole business is real estate. So my channel, if you're new, it's all about wholesaling real estate. So we do that all day, every day. And today's video is about getting rich quick. So no, it's not a get rich quick scheme, like a lot of things out there. And oftentimes people associate real estate or wholesaling specifically with get rich quick schemes. So there's definitely no scheme involved. There's a lot of hard work, dedication, determination, hustle, whatever adjective you want to throw in there. That's what it is. It's definitely not a get rich quick scheme. However, if you treat it like a business, you learn the steps necessary to understand not just the logistics of how a wholesale deal works, but understand how business in general works, to where you can actually turn wholesaling real estate into a legitimate business, to where you actually have people helping you alongside of you every day to make it happen, and you build out systems and processes, etc. So what I say is, yes, it can be a get rich quick, and I'm not talking like rich in the rich standpoint of multi-millionaire type thing, but I'm talking about making more money than you've ever made, and that is rich in a lot of people's eyes. So that's more of what I'm talking about, to where that relates to more people. More people out there can understand that if you're making $5,000 a month, then you can suddenly start making $10,000 to $20,000 a month very easily. That's pretty much becoming rich with something that is not super hard to do. Like I said, you just have to be willing to do it and go through the steps to make it happen. So, but get rich quick is definitely possible. Just drop the scheme and that's what it is. Get rich quick schemes are like multi-level marketing a lot of times, or some of the things that are more fads, that a lot of people start doing all of a sudden, and then pretty soon the whole world jumps into that market and then it's dead 6 months to a year later. One example, probably, I don't even know how long ago, maybe 15 years ago, yogurt stores were like a thing. All of a sudden you saw a yogurt store on every corner, like a 7-Eleven or something, and that slowly died eventually. Yes, there's still some standing, but it's the ones that actually are like the big franchises typically, that they actually have systems and processes built. So to my point, that was kind of a get rich quick scheme that people looked at, as far as retail goes. And you can say that with a lot of different things, across the United States. I remember that happening probably 20 years ago with like cell phone repair places. And then you've seen it happen with a lot of these like weed type stores, to where they're selling products and things like that, with HTC or whatever it is in their products. So that kind of exploded. But none of those things are necessarily sustainable unless it's a good entrepreneur behind it, in my opinion. Because a lot of people see the product and want to run with it, which is great. They're taking action, but they don't really have that entrepreneur mindset, to where they actually build a system, a process, and people around the product that they're trying to get rich with. So that's the biggest difference maker, in my opinion. And wholesaling is, typically it's $10,000 is kind of like an average deal size, but in 2021, we averaged closer to $20,000 per deal. So when you look at it from that standpoint, and even if you just do a deal or two a month, even as a solopreneur, that's a lot of money, especially when you're used to making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, like the average American does. So you can, in that respect, get rich quickly. And then, if you actually have, entrepreneur mindset, and you want to build something bigger, more than just a solopreneur, that's when you can actually start scaling and really make it, a get rich quick type of scenario. Because then suddenly it's not just you. You're leveraging your softwares that you have in your system that you've invested in. You're leveraging the marketing that you're paying for. You're leveraging other people that you brought on board to work alongside of you. And you're leveraging the knowledge that you've spent learning all of these things over the last however many months or years. So that's when it really becomes get rich quick, because now you're a real business and you're actually doing lots of deals, not just a deal or two. But so it can work either way, because really get rich, to me now being rich is I'm not even close to it yet. Obviously I'm doing better than probably the majority of the United States. But at the same time I have bigger goals. That's my point. Really kind of in my eyes, my I guess my thought process on being rich, changes probably, at least every few months, I would say. Once you start hitting targets, then the next target is kind of in your mind, and that's kind of what you're striving for. But, I've been saying for probably a year now that, the goal in my business is to do $1 million per month in wholesaling real estate. That's a huge number. And it's definitely a challenging number. A lot of things have to fall into place for that to happen, even one time, much less to make that a consistent thing. So, it's a constant struggle, constantly trying to learn, absorb from other people that are already doing it or close to doing it. What are they doing different than what I'm doing, and that kind of thing. So, everything that we do in entrepreneurship, at least smart entrepreneurs that I know of, they're typically not reinventing the wheel. You're typically wanting to follow somebody that's already doing it, or someone that has just gone before you and kind of paved the way. And there's a lot of people out there, already doing big things like that. So, if somebody has, a marketing channel that's working well, you may want to pick their brain or pay them for their services to find out how that marketing channel works, so that you can try that for your own business. I've been seeking out, trying to get on TV for months now, probably close to a year. I've been trying to get on TV, and I seeked out the two people that I know of that actually work with real estate investors in that niche and help them get on TV. So I finally, it paid off. I'm persistent in that as well. I kept pursuing what I wanted, and finally got what I wanted. So I actually signed up with one of these guys recently. So we're going to be on TV in our major market, one of our major markets, in probably within the next 30 to 45 days. We should start having ads run. So, but the point is, when you see something working for someone else, there's no reason to try to figure all that out on your own. I mean, that's part of the reason I do YouTube videos, is so people can learn, because I learned from YouTube. So it was beneficial for me, and I know that everybody kind of relates to different people. So that's why I chose to do that. Because hopefully you relate to me, or you find my content, valuable to where you could possibly learn from me. Because I've been there and done that at this point. And at this point in my career, I've been doing it for 3.5 years now, and I've spent probably roughly $250,000 just on education, systems, processes, and all those types of things. So I think that's really important, and I was able to do it a lot quicker because of that. I'm sure I could have probably figured everything 100% out on my own, but I probably wouldn't be as far as I am right now, and I sure wouldn't be on my road to that $1 million a month as quick as I could be, if I didn't take that $250,000 over these last 3.5 years into consideration, and actually spent that money. So it is what it is, but this is a viable business. So if somebody out there, you want to get into real estate wholesaling, of course you have to start as a solopreneur, and of course you need to learn all the ins and outs of it by yourself and figure those different things out. It's a learning process. You can't rush it. You've heard the saying, it's a sprint, or it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Just like most things in business, But however, you can make a lot of money quickly. So it can be a get rich quick type of deal. But that's the beauty of it. Do a couple of deals, start building that capital. Then you can start putting that money back into your business to build out the systems and processes, or hire people and things like that. Or maybe get a mentor or a coach, or some programs or softwares, or whatever the scenario is, to make you go to the next level. And there's so many levels. Everybody has a next level. Even the people out there doing $1 million a month right now, there's a next level for them as well. So that's what I would say. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Get started and do what you've got to do to get to your next level, because that's different for everybody. And that way you can have your own get rich quick story. And then that's really all it takes. You decide to do something, you take the actions to do that, and then you seek out the others that's already done it, and then kind of mold it into your own. And then, pretty soon you have a viable business that you've started, and then you can kind of scale that as you go. So anyways, hopefully this was valuable for you. I thought that was kind of important to say, because a lot of people, I get a lot of comments like, oh, another get rich quick scheme and stuff. It's not that at all. It's a get rich quick, but it's hard work, but you can make a lot of money really quickly. So if you're willing to put the time and effort into it. So anyways, if you like this channel, definitely subscribe. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share this content if it will help someone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot.